Hello, welcome to all of you. I am Balaji Murthy, Physics faculty, teaching physics for all competitive examinations and boards. My strength is to clear the fundamental and concept of physics and to build the confidence so that we can able to solve the numerical problem. Based on that, today we'll discuss one of the important topic of laws of motion, that is variable mass system. Here, initially we'll consider that the mass is varying while moving without considering any kind of acceleration. For that, we consider a mass m is moving with velocity v in time t. After time t plus dt, so it will leave some of the mass, that is dm, to the relative velocity with respect to the given mass, which is moving forward. Remaining mass will be m minus dm, so that it will give that dm mass will give a thrust, so its velocity will increase by dv value, that is v plus dv. So how to find out the thrust here? To solve the equation for thrust, since we consider that there is no force acting, therefore external force acting is zero. Therefore, initial momentum is equal to final momentum by law of conservation of linear momentum. Therefore, we are applying, that is initial momentum is mv, final momentum is m minus dm, that is m minus dm into v plus dv, plus second term is dm into, here Vr is the relative velocity of dm with respect to forward moving mass. The velocity of dm with respect to ground will be Vr with negative sign, that is Vr, then plus V plus dv. I am sure that, shall I explain all this? I think I would like to explain that. Since velocity is with respect to dm of d, with respect to forward mass of dm is dr negative side is equal to velocity of dm with respect to ground minus velocity of m minus dm with sign convention. So we are applying law of conservation of linear momentum here with respect to ground. Therefore, simplifying will get mv is equal to mv plus mdv minus vdm plus dmdv. This is first bracket. I will write the second bracket down so that you will not get confused. Minus VRDM plus VDM plus DM DV. Okay, this will be with negative sign. So here, this get cancelled, this get cancelled, then MV get cancelled. By simplifying that, we'll get MDV is equal to VRDM or MDV by dt is equal to VRDM by dt. MdV by dt is thrust acted by on m minus dm to move ahead by releasing dm in the backward direction. So that's why it will become thrust is equal to Vr dm by dt. It can be written as m into acceleration, dm by dt. So this is the value of thrust. Now to be very clear, to explain this equation very clearly, don't get confused that the thrust here given is equal to here, this is the m dv by dt is in the direction and Vr dm by dt is in opposite direction. By equating this does not mean that they are in the same direction. Understood? So let us solve the problem based on this simple equation of variable mass system. I am sure that you got the solution or explanation of this very clearly. Now the question says that here the chain of length L and mass M is hanging so that its down part is touching the ground. Okay, mass M and length L. So length per unit mass will be M by L. Now it is released. The question is asking you when it is released up to the L by 4 distance. So that L by 4 of it will be lying down on the ground. So what is the value of thrust or total force acted by the ground on the chain, or what is the total value of thrust or total force given by the falling chain when it is fall up to L by 4 of the length. To solve such questions, first look at the solution now. The total force of the falling chain is sum of the forces due to the weight of L by 4 plus the thrust force. So weight of L by 4 is the mass per unit length into L by 4 into G. Okay? Plus the thrust. Thrust is what will be if this is been left from here. The initial velocity was 0. The final velocity by covering the distance of say h here. So it will be twice GH, which is given by equation of motion. U equal twice GH is L by 4. Okay. So it will be VR into dm by dt. Let it be as it is first. So it will be m by L into L by 4 into G plus VR. VR is what? The relative velocity of top tip of the chain with respect to ground. That is under root of twice G into L by 4. That is under root of twice G into L by 4 can be simplified as L by 2 into G into dm by dt. dm by dt can be written as if this is x. So dm by dt will be lambda into dx by dt. So this comes out to be L will get cancelled. M G by 4 plus here. Once again, this will become under root of L by 2 because this is a velocity. Velocity is given by this. This term is also velocity. So this becomes L by 2 into G, root of that bracket square into L by 4. This M by L, sorry, lambda is M by L, will become mg by 4 plus L by 2 into G into M by L. L will get cancelled once again. It will become mg by 4 plus mg by 2. It will become 3 mg by 4. So this will be the total thrust force applied by the chain on the floor, or reaction force, or the force acted by the ground on the chain which followed by L by 4. So I am very clear that now you understood the concept of variable mass and simple problem based on that. So this is the way to solve the problem. Thank you very much. and sooner we'll meet with the new conceptual problem. Till then.